Good morning. Welcome to Crochet with Nonna Rosanna. I'm Rosanna. Today is book cover blanket, and it's the first update for March. Um, an excellent book. The book is To Kill a Mockingbird by Harper Lee, and Zuri chose this for us. And it's one of my favorite books also, so I was really excited to see this one. Zuri has started a YouTube channel, and her YouTube channel is called Talk Yarny with Me. And I believe she started in January, and she knits and she crochets. She lets us know a little bit about her life and what's going on there. I believe she works full time and she's a full time mom, and she started a YouTube channel, which is fabulous. So I will link her link below. So go check her out. I think she's a wonderful person. Really, really like her. So Zuri, welcome to YouTube. So that's our book. And like I said, I'm very excited to be doing this book. I have read it a few times. I believe I read it for the first time in high school, and I've read it a few times since then. And I'm actually listening to it right now on an audiobook, and that's the way I fall asleep at night. I put the audiobook on for half an hour, and hopefully I'm asleep before the time runs out. So let me tell you what I have chosen for my colors. I've picked 4 colors because there's only 4 colors in the book. And the picture that I showed you of the book is the very first edition cover of the hardback book. So I chose that one. So for the green, the leaves, I am using Red Heart Comfort in the color Melon. And it's right about there, actually. The color is very good today. I've tried to bring my computer closer so the colors won't change that often in the background. So that's the color I'm going to use for some leaves, I believe. And the next color for the red, it's very rich red. And I had red that is for like Christmas, so I didn't think that was very good. And I just happened to be going through Amazon. I always check the yarn to see what's on sale. And I actually got 3 skeins of the Super Saver for under $20. In Canada, that's a fabulous deal. And this color is burgundy. So I thought that went more with the book cover than a bright apple red, let's say. So that's the red I'm going to be using. And the white, I've got a whole bunch of skeins rolled up, and I'm just using scraps of my white. And the same with the black. And these are all from my tangled yarns that I get from Cambridge, where it comes in a huge garbage bag and all the yarns tangled together. It takes me a week or two to untangle them, and then I get great yarn. So like that's a pretty big ball of yarn with no breaks in it. So I'm really pleased with that. And I'll probably be making another trip out there. Probably end of the month, beginning of April. I hate traveling in snow. I worked at Ford all my life. Well, for over 25 years. And a couple of years ago, before I retired, I got myself a Mustang. So I don't like taking it out in the snow. So it's always got to be nice weather for me to take it out in the wintertime. So those are the 4 yarns I've chosen for this project. And last week, I was trying a few different squares and a few different patterns. So I tried this leaf pattern. I talked about it on my whip weekend, and it's supposed to be leaves, but my husband brought it up that it looked like some kind of pot plant, pot leaves. So I decided against it. So that was my first sample that I did. And then I found a pattern, which I really like. It's just the squares are not turning out exactly the way I want. If I hold this, I'll get the white one. If I hold this, the square's a little bit wonky, and I can't seem to get it to go square. And I'm making lap gans for wheelchairs at my senior's home up the street, and my kitten just showed up again. And you cannot use wool. It has to be an acrylic, or that can be thrown in hot water and dried. So I'm going to see if I can sew a few of them together to see if it'll straighten out. Like I can straighten it out in my hand, but then it goes wonky again. So I thought that would be great if I did it like this. And then did 2 rows of the black, then 2 rows of the white, and probably do a continuous join with the red all between it. I think that would look really nice. Or I may do it all the same way. Haven't decided. I do like the pattern. I'm going to try it out and see what happens. And I can always make 2 if I want, right? So that's another leaf pattern that I tried. And I will link all these patterns below if you like any of them. And then I tried, excuse me, I'm going to have to stop this because a little kitten just climbed on the table again. I'm so sorry. One moment. So sorry about that. As soon as she hears me talking, she thinks I'm talking to her, and she comes in here, and I've got yarn piled up on one side, and on the other side is my paint by numbers that I'm working on, and I got something in the mail, and I'm so excited to show you this weekend. I will be starting a new diamond painting. So let's get back to the book pattern that I'm doing. So then I found this pattern, and I think it's fantastic. But as you can see, all the leaves fold down. So I am going to tack the leaves down. I'm going to hold it on my chest here. I'm going to tack the leaves down in the tips to see how that works. But I really like this pattern, and I thought I could intertwine it with just a granny square crochet and then another flower, then a granny square crochet. It does take quite a while to make all these, and I like the way it is at the back. It's attached. So I'm going to try and we'll see. I'll try tacking it down and see how it goes. So those are the 3 patterns that I've been looking at. I'm not sure which one I'm going to do. I'm definitely not going to do the first blanket because now that my husband mentioned what it looks like, I can't get that out of my mind. So I can't do that one. You never know. Some senior may love it, but I can't do that one. So it's going to be between these 2. Leaning to this if it doesn't take me too long to tack it. But I think I'm going to try doing a leaf blanket out of this one too. So we'll see how much time I've got this week. I don't have to make my son's blanket. It's done. And he loved it. He just loved it. So I'm really happy about that. So I may end up making 2 different blankets. And I don't mind most of my crocheting. I've got fluff from the yarn. I do most of my crocheting for others, and I do love donating to the seniors. People tend to forget, like, our seniors, and they think, oh, it's a nice seniors home, but a lot of them don't have families there. So that at Christmas time, like when I bring them in at Christmas, it's a gift for them, and it just makes them feel so much better. And I love that I am keeping someone warm and happy. So that's why I do it. And like I said, I get a lot of my yarn from the Cambridge mill, and it doesn't cost me much at all. It's just my time, and I'm retired. I've got lots of time now, so that's what I do mostly. I'm working on my sweaters, so I'm going to share time with the sweaters and this blanket for March. So I hope you have a wonderful week. I will see you this Saturday for WIP weekend and my finished items, and we will talk soon. Bye for now.